Jaehyun, Mako, Magyar, and last, but definitely the least, Arcadia. These four legends all possessed one common thing, and one thing only. They all possess arguably the worst weapon in the game right now. Like, have you seen its play rates? It's worse than
the stock market crash of 1929.
Welcome, Wayward Souls. My name is DJ Kage, and you can call me K4. Today's video, we're going to talk about Brawlhalla's very own oversized weapon because I'm overcompensating for what I lack in physical attraction type of weapon, or in short, Greatsword. Nowadays,
but if you close your
emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional damage, emotional.
But it wasn't always like this.
Once upon a moon, it actually was the best weapon in the game, believe it or not.
And yes, I'm saying that it even rivaled Scythe. Don't like what I'm saying? Don't watch the video.
Greatsword's lifespan is like All Might's career in My Hero Academia in a snapshot.
All Might, where'd you come from? How'd you get rid of all those reporters?
I stand for justice, not sound bites, because I am All Might.
So,
let's rewind. Back to a time where things got wild. Back to 2020.
I got a game I want to show you.
During patch 4.04, when it first came out, Greatsword was a great weapon. It had everything. It had speed, DPS, range, and could read and dodge catch just as good as Scythe did. The one thing it sucked at was the aerial game.
but in my opinion, even when playing now, it's not an issue. Everything it had in the aerial game felt as if it was going to be a kill move, or ended up forcing the game back to stage. Here's a hot take for you. I think Greatsword is actually the grounded iteration of Scythe.
I beg your pardon?
Oh my whoa. Hear me out.
Oh man, what the fuck, man? Get your ass on, man.
Greatsword was given this unique little gimmick called the bridge stance. It allowed the weapon to get 2 or 3 hit combos very effectively, even changing how you attack. However, it had to be on the ground to do so. And given by the fact that all the aerials can combo into a stance when they hit the ground, it only supports this idea. All the stances can, of course, be broken, or as we call it in the fighting game community, cancelled, and it would cancel right into the start of another bridge stance. This usually leaves the opponent a way to get out of the string, but I believe that would be for another video. Scythe, I think, is the weapon that gave us directional input. Directional input, or DI for short, is where you could change the attack depending on how you held the button that started the attack. This is what gives Scythe its major versatility in today's iteration of Brawlhalla. The aerial kit even has its own iteration of this, which is what gives Scythe its leg up over Greatsword. For the most part, directional input has been kept into the Scythe family, even going as far as some signatures, with a few exceptions. But again, that's besides the point. So, we now have 2 combo-focused weapons, one that plays on the floor and one that plays, well, everywhere, with both now bringing unique mechanics to their kits to enhance their combo potential, and combo potential with other weapons as well. What made Greatsword so different from Scythe? And further still, what made it so good that it had to be nerfed? The answer to this is rather simple. First of all, Scythe can bring the fight to off stage, where you, and also them in turn, are both floating over the kill zones, down or whatever direction they're trying to send you in. And when they're in this position, they're in their own domain. Scythe players are excellent edge guarders, and also do a lot of stylish aerial kills. I mean, just look at the current state of Scythe YouTubes. There are montages all over the place. Greatswords aren't too good at this. The majority of its fighting is sat on the main stage. Again, its aerial is meant to push the opponent back down onto said stage or flat out oof you. And while Scythe players control the air, Greatsword users can kill off of light attacks, something that Scythe really does struggle with.
That couldn't be why Greatsword was nerfed, right? Right? You could only perform at any level, and it was easy to pick up and play. Like the rest of the game. Like the devs intended. Right? So, why did they nerf it?
The answer to you, my dear souls? Greatsword's peak and eventual downfall was in the major of all major Brawlhalla tournaments, BCX of 2020. For those of you who might not be well knowledge in how Brawlhalla works its tournaments, here's a fun fact for you. If a brand new character drops, then the character is locked out of the selection of other characters until another character drops. The best example of that right now is Arcadia. And since Mako, the second of all Greatsword legends, was released in October of 2020, this year released Jaehyun into the first official tourney pool for the biggest major of the year, BCX 2020. Now, Brawlhalla majors are usually broke up into two different events, like many other tournaments and tournament holding games. This year was showing a lot of interest. The devs were handing out color schemes like candy for just turning the stream on, and then eventually walking away. And with Jaehyun officially in the selection pool, it was time to see how Greatsword could stack up to every weapon at the top level. Since in regular and competitive play, everyone was molding. During this time, when you rolled into a ranked match, it was either Greatsword or no sword. You had to really take a spacey ranger character, which we'll cover in another video soon, or you might as well just have lost the game entirely. And oh ho 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 ho, was that apparent in this major. Roll the clips.
It's a bit of a slug.
Very excited to
Final tournament. Sandstorm versus Wrench. These guys have fought each other in so many standpoints.
Already opening up Sandstorm straight to the center grab out. It's so crucial, and you see how he turns it. Not even just the first few hits, but the next.
Oh, that was sick! Okay, it didn't matter. That was nearly the same combo to the ground.
And still taking a hit after
and he started strong out of the jump.
Down to strong. And then that means, hey, you gravity canceled, your dodge is on a forced 3-second cooldown, so I get to take you for a ride.
Oh, I feel like Blazy's starting to get a little predictable with the gravity cancel down 6, and Sandstorm is just demolishing him for it. He used on the ledge, he doesn't have the jump to make it back. He gets hit by a cider to recovery, the accent out of his hands, and it's just been utter domination. Sandstorm looking for the finishing blow as Blazy from the fresh stock is now more damage than Sandstorm is on the second one, and the recovery just launches him off the top. If there was any doubt, it has been a race now. Sandstorm takes down Blazy 3-1.
Man, that spawn comes in simple, grabs it, gets the recovery off the top. That lead has shrunk quite a bit, but it's still in Pavelski's favor. Where's the weapon spawn gonna come in? Right there! Pavelski has been so blessed by these weapon spawns.
RNG gods bless RNG, downlight into a GC N-Sig from Pavelski. One more recovery, and Pavelski the nair! And Pavelski is going to be the European Brawlhalla World Champion!
Yeah. Oh, neutral sync avoided.
Oh, there goes Phazon. It's all up to Cody Travis. 3 stocks of the previous world champion team. The defending world champions are moments away from supreme victory. And Cody desperately trying to change the game here. They got a plan, and it's neutral air into recovery.
Yes, Sandstorm's is like, come on, where is it? Where's the...
Oh, it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Boomy and Sandstorm, for the second year in a row, are your Brawlhalla doubles world champions.
Can he manage to hold on to this?
Dude, I still believe. I still believe.
Do you really?
Yes,
no
I do.
Way.
Come on, Rich.
Sandstorm is, oh my gosh, breakdance in the air.
No,
he's going to throw away the stock.
He died for that taunt. Sandstorm.
Well, okay, that was, now Wrench,
that's
honestly.
That's what Wrench needed, actually.
He needed this.
That's what he needed. That's what he's been waiting for. Oh, that was, okay.
Okay, that was an interesting way to confront him.
You've never seen that one before. He is being unexpected.
Oh, okay, nice
Sandstorm's
move.
So close. Wrenched. Come on, he can actually do this.
Oh,
That's it! Ladies and gentlemen, the tournament is over, and Sandstorm, for the 3rd year in a row, is the Brawlhalla World Champion.
Whew, man.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, what a powerful finish. I mean, there's no questions there.
Unbelievable, man. Dude, Sandstorm had control of this entire tournament. There wasn't a single set he played where anybody thought he was going to lose, man. I mean, incredible. Wrench took a game off of him, and Blazy, actually, the last chance qualifier winner, took a game off of him, and that's it. Sandstorm is the champion. 3 years running. He won doubles as well a couple weeks ago. He's the 2v2 champion of 2020. He's the 1v1 champion of 2020. He was also the 2v2 and 1v1 champion of 2019. Not only that, but he was the world champion of 1v1 in 2018 as well. He got the 3-peat, man.
Dude, yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. That's amazing. I can't believe it. I mean, I can believe it. It was the most
You got to.
thing.
You got to believe it.
I bet against him earlier, and that was foolish. I feel like such a fool.
How cool would it have been, though, if Snowy actually took
I'd
the
have looked
W?
like such a big brain.
And with that, its fate was sealed. Shortly thereafter was the next patch. Patch 5.02. This patch completely ruined Greatsword. Its damage per second, gone. As every attack, and I cannot stress this enough, on miss, had a much longer recovery time, leaving its player exposed for what felt like eons. And if your enemy could outspace or outpace your attacks and get to the weak spot of Greatsword and all of its legends, it's back. It would leave the user set up for some heavy damage, even perhaps an early stock being lost. Really early in the fight. And it's been this way ever since. Hence why no legends are more hated by the entire community than the 4 Greatswords. Jaeyun, Mako, Magyar, and Arcadia all now hold a relic of an era past. Its potential shattered. And to this day, no one has any idea how to unleash its full potential again. Wait. Why am I hearing boss music? Check my phone. What happened? Oh no.
He literally blows up